Brother Ron, and welcome to We All Be News Radio and TV, the news-free Dixie for the 21st century.
Spell your name.
Virginia Rivers, Virginia Rivers. What brought us here today was the fact that of what's going on in Mason. The comptrollers are coming in trying to take over our town, take over our finances, should I say. And all these people came out today to help support, to help people to know how important it is to keep their charter, how important it is to take a stand together so that we'll be able to move our town forward and keep things going.
So what is you feel like the real issue for the state of Tennessee's interest in Mason? What's the real agenda?
Their real agenda is about our waterway system. That's the situation. It's our waterway system. They're after that. And the thing is, if they can get that, it's because if we give up our charter, they'll have access to it. They'll be able to control Mason as a whole. We would no longer exist. We'll just be here. We wouldn't have no say over anything. We wouldn't have a dog in the fight, so to speak, because they would be able to control our land, everything. They will have access to our waterway system. They will have access to be able to move in and tell us what we can and cannot do. And then again, to the county mayor, Jeff Huffman, he's also would benefit from it. That's why they want to take over, because if he takes over, then he can use our waterway system to do whatever he chooses to do, because he's purchased over 300 acres of land between us and the Blue Oval. And that's another reason. Our finances has been like this for years. And the only reason our finances has become such an issue that they feel that they can use that to try to maneuver us out of the way, or try to make sure we are not able to do what we need to do for the town.
So you said the Mason Town mayor, he owns 300 acres of land?
No, Tipton County Mayor, Jeff Huffman.
Okay, Tipton County. Okay, I'm glad you clarified that. So you mean it's another mayor? It's like almost like an inside job, because y'all in Tipton County too.
We're in Tipton County, but there's a county mayor called Mr. Jeff Huffman, who wants to come in the county, to come in and take over Mason. And if he can come in and take over Mason, then he will be able to have what he needs for that 300-some acres he has purchased between us and the Blue Oval.
So what is the Blue Oval for the people that might not be aware? What's that about?
Well, there's the Ford company that has moved in to build electric cars, trucks. And it really, we were glad that Blue Oval was coming, the Ford company was coming, because we felt that Mason would benefit from it. Mason would be able to have jobs, and we would grow. Business would come here, and we'll be able to have a better everything in Mason. You know, more constituents, more business, and a gas station, grocery store. We were looking forward to all this. But now that Blue Oval is about to break ground, they want to come in and all of a sudden our finances, we just the worst city in the state. That's what he made. The statement that my power made is that we are the worst city in the state. But if we're the worst city in the state, then why we weren't the worst city before now? Where were you over 20 years ago? Where were you when the man took their money from Mason? Where were you when they stole that money? If you didn't come in then, and you knew Blue Oval was coming before now, or back in 2009. But at the same time, y'all, nobody bothered to come in and help us. And yes, I will say this. We did have a meeting with Mr. Power on Tuesday, but I need people to understand. Folks are making the statement that they're backed off. They have not backed off. The only thing he did was give us a verbal warning, a verbal statement, should I say, that once they check the numbers, he will rewrite the demand. But he never backed off of coming in, taking over our finance coming the 28th of this month. None of that has changed. Only thing he did is gave back to for our finance. He gave it to April the 4th to give them time enough to check our numbers. But nothing has changed. So people need to quit making that statement. They backed off. Because they have not. They have not given us anything. We don't have an MOU, nothing. No memorandum of understanding or anything. So until we get that in black and white, then that statement can be made to say what they have done. But they have done nothing yet. We have nothing. We still where we were. I still stand my ground as to where I've been standing all along.
I heard somewhere where Power was saying, the state comptroller was saying that the people of Mason are paying excessive taxes but not getting any services for their taxes. Is that true?
He made that statement. That's another statement, a tactic he took. Mm-hmm. He said we have the highest tax rate in Mason. Mm-hmm. Even if we did have the highest tax rate in Mason, that is not true. He can't offer them any more than we're already offering them. They get water, sewage, and they have to pay city and county taxes. When he made that statement, the only thing he said to them is if we give up our charter, they won't have to pay city taxes. What is that? They got everything else. What else you giving them? You giving them nothing. You're not giving our citizens anything they don't already have. So they need to offer them something other than what they're offering. They can come in and raise the county taxes. They can do that.
So the majority of the land in Mason is owned by black residents, correct?
The majority of the land is, yes.
So do you fear that the state is also trying to do an eminent domain on that land? If they're trying to take the charter, are they trying to wipe the town of Mason off the map?
Well, they could very well come in and they try to tell us we'll still be Mason. But you'll never be Mason if you give up your charter. Because you're giving up your heritage, you're giving up everything that we have lived for in this town. So we shouldn't give it up. I don't care what color you are, black or white. You shouldn't give up. You should keep your charter because you don't realize when you give up your charter, you've let them come in and took over everything.
So if people, when they hear about this story around the country, even around the world, what can people do to best support you all in your fight against the state takeover?
The best thing they can do is really, as far as the people here in the town, we need to come together, take a stand together. Together we can defeat this. And we need our citizens to support us in the effort that we're trying to make. And we got other people that are willing to come in, that are or have come in, even today. They're here, walking around, knocking on doors, trying to get people to understand how important it is for you to take a stand for your own town.
Do you have any allies in the state legislature that's spoken out on behalf of Mason?
No.
So
No.
Not even y'all representative.
Oh, please.
Who is y'all representative?
I guess you could cut that part.
Yeah, okay. But who is y'all representative?
Well, Miss Moody,
okay.
she's one, and Paul Rose, Senator Paul Rose.
So they have been quiet on. They have not come to any town meetings.
I contacted both of them. I contacted Senator Paul Rose, and our conversation really ended because he said that, I agree with Power. Y'all should give up your charter. So it was no need of me talking to him anymore. And when I called Miss Moody, she said that she would contact Power to see if he was coming to that last meeting, which she found out he was not coming. But this what get me is that Power tweeted that Miss Moody and Senator Paul Rose agreed with him that if Mason gave up their charter, they would go ahead and push it through legislation. So what did they tell you?
It's always an inside job. That would tell you. Even the mayor of Tipton County is in on it. It made me want to do the state senator or whoever it is to hear up any land.
I have no idea.
In this situation. What about any representatives from Ford? Had they reached out to the town of Mason?
No.
I guess they're not really obligated, right? If they got the state legislature work on their behalf or the comptroller on there.
Well, I feel like this in my opinion, for Ford to make the statement they made that they are concerned about Mason, that they are concerned about because we are their neighbors. If you were concerned about us, since Jeff Huffman is sitting on your board as chairman who wants to take over the county, then you need to do something about it. Show us that you are concerned about your neighbors. Be neighborly. It's more than telling me you're concerned. Let me see your action.
This is the mayor of Tipton County, right?
Yes.
And he's on the board. And so it's a conflict of interest.
It is a conflict.
So what about, United States senators, U.S. representatives, nobody have reached out to you all about concern on this issue?
No.
I guess they got 6 billion reasons why they don't want to do that. Yeah, it sounds like.
I don't know what their reasons, but no.
Okay, so is it possible that the town of Mason can coexist with this Blue Oval? It's called Blue Oval, right?
Yes.
Is it probably y'all can coexist within 4 miles of each other?
Is it possible we can?
Yeah.
We can coexist. All they got to do is work with us. Ford getting billions and billions of free money.
Right.
Why can't they help Mason? I mean, here we are 4.5 miles from them. Why can't you tip in and help us? You give us $600,000. It's a tip out the bucket. You ain't gonna even miss it. You could help us.
So what has been the response to the town? I know y'all doing outreach, y'all canvassing the neighborhoods in Mason. What has been the overall response from the town, from the citizens, the residents?
Well, to be honest with you, that's hard to say because you got some that is for it and some that is not. Okay. And I think when Munpower sent that letter out to our constituents to try to divide our city, he caused some confusion there. Because why? Some believe him because of who he is. But I need them to believe me because of who I am. And I'm standing for the citizen Mason. You quit believing something somebody can't even promise you or give you. What I'm offering in Mason is what we already have. Let's keep what we got and grow it.
So the issues with the audits is really from the previous administrations of Mason. Why y'all being audited in the first place? What was going on with that?
To be honest with you, when we came in 2016, there was no way our audits can be on point right now. Right. Because when we came in 2016, we were catching up past audits. Some of them we couldn't even find the work to even make the audit. So, and they was already behind. So how can we do our audit at the present when the audits before that was never done anyway? So we had to catch up those audits in order to even begin 2016 audit. And that just flowed down through the year. You got to do one or two audits before you can even get to the primary. But we've done good because in the last 3 years, in the last year or so, we have turned in 3 or 4 audits. We have completed them.
Okay, wow.
And see, the thing is, we just been waiting on them and to approve our audits. But according to them, none of the audits has been approved. But I still got a question mark on that.
Right. So all this time, y'all been dealing with these issues. I mean, you inherited the situation from the previous administration. This is a majority black administration, right? Yes. And it was majority white at the time.
In 2016, it was black too.
Black too.
It was before 2016. All white has been running Mason.
So they've been having issues with corruption, right? Is that true? People have to resign from their positions because of this situation. So my thing is why wasn't they concerned years ago about the situation?
I don't know. That's a good question.
And all of a sudden, Ford is coming with the $6 billion whatever city, whatever they're going to do. And now they address concern. Also, Munpower said something to the fact that he's trying to, he want to take over the financial situation, but he want to turn it back over to the people. But he never gave y'all a deadline.
No, sir. He didn't give us a deadline. We still don't have a deadline. He did make the statement until they feel that we can handle it. But what I don't like what Mr. Munpower made is that he said he targeted us because he said, I feel they are capable of handling the finances of Mason. Why do he feel that? Because of who we are? Because all the money began to come in now? And as I've stated before, I'm just as smart and as intelligent as Munpower is.
So, will you have any closing thoughts or words you'd like to share with us as we end? This is not the ending, but it's the beginning. But
Yes, I understand.
Yeah.
But only thing I would like to say is that I pray that all the people that have bagged us and they help us and spread the word, I pray they don't give up, because we need you to keep supporting us, keep pushing. And I want the citizen amazing to know you need to stand up for what's right. Stand up for what's yours. Don't just hand it over because somebody say hand it over. You need to be able to stand up. If they can't show you in black and white what they're giving you, then they're not giving you anything. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That's all I want to ask. Make sure, I saw GoFundMe out there. Is that legitimate?
Yes, it is.
Legitimate.
Yes, it is.
Is there a website you can go to, for more information on how,
Yes, it is. It's a website to GoFundMe, but I don't know it off the top of my head.
I was making sure I saw that. People got this, scaring about people.
Yeah, no, but I'll be happy to share that with you, because this one is legit. Now, I don't know about any other, but this one is legit.
Okay, well, we'll put the information later or whatever. Thank you so much. The words are great to go. We love you. Matt Vice Mayor, Honorable Sister Virginia Rivers. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
And the marathon continues.
All right, thank you.
I'm good. What's your name?
I'm Ron Hurd. We all be news. Yeah, sign it off, I guess.
Hey, everybody, this is Brother Ron. I am asking you all to do me a big favor. Think about supporting the We All Be movement. Your donation is tax deductible. The We All Be Group Incorporated is a recognized 501c3. And I'm just asking you all because I want to keep on bringing y'all quality work through the way that I know how to do best. And I'm going to sing my praises and toot my horn. A lot of y'all were not hip to Dick Gregory until Brother Ron brought him on the We All Be platform, until that Django review we did. Y'all seen another side of Judge Joe Brown, and Judge Joe Brown's message has been amplified. But it was We All Be that brought Judge Joe Brown to y'all back in 2014. And so many others. And we covered so many things. So help us out so we can help you all. Peace.